He like one of them front running ass fans that don't talk shit before the fight or before the match or before the game, but then when the other team lose, they right out there talking shit. Nigga, sit your ass down. Guess who's back? Episode 43 of the Fuck That Shit Dog podcast. We back.
Back at it, bring you that real shit.
Yep. Rocking with your boy Veezy.
Qurious.
It's a long weekend, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see our subscribers went up to we got 32.
Oh, that's what's up.
Had a partner who's been a faithful listener, been check this out, man. Said he really liked the last one that we did. So man, we doing something people like.
Okay, that's what's up. Also, I want to shout out my homeboy Rob, also a faithful listener. My man's when we went on that little break, hit me up yo man, waiting on that next episode. Yo man, when the next episode, he be the one reminding me I gotta upload the episode sometime. Like I forget. They be like, yo, where that episode at? Oh man, it's up now. Go ahead, check it out. But yeah, shout out Rob, man. Shout out to all our listeners. Hey, as long as y'all keep enjoying and shit, we gonna keep
Coming.
pumping them out, man.
Keep coming.
Shit. Again, we got to start on this somber note, man, because I know you heard about what happened at the Travis Scott Festival.
Yeah.
That was nuts, man. So again, prayers to all the families of the people that died, and prayers to the people that were injured. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Trying to fit too many people into a small space. Um, they just got to do better.
Mm-hmm. It was like what they do, rush the stage or something.
Yeah, crowd surge. They said crowd surge. Like so, it's like y'all so pumped up to see this guy perform his songs.
Mm-hmm.
You willing to hurt people. Lady said she had to bite somebody to get room.
Damn.
Like really?
Yeah, that's crazy as hell in the first place.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if it's a festival, it's like indoors or outdoors? It was outdoors. I don't know too many indoor festivals.
Yeah, he was doing something, but whoever poorly planned. People are actually getting injured at your venue.
Mm-hmm.
No safety precautions are in place. Can't control the crowd.
Well,
So
I mean,
somebody do something.
It probably was safety precautions in place, but if it's that many people and people getting trampled, it's not really much you can do until like the first thing you do is try to disperse the crowd.
That is true.
And actually, the first thing you do is identify there's a problem. Travis Scott said he didn't even know it was something going on. Like they had to tell him. Like I seen a video where I think it was the cameraman or something. It was some people that was working there, like some of the workers, and it was a girl saying, "There's a person dead down there. Y'all got to stop the show." Like you got to identify that shit first.
True.
Because you telling one person you got to stop the show. The person you telling they got to stop the show probably ain't even the person in charge of stopping the show. You telling the cameraman, yo, you got to stop the show. What I'm gonna do? Turn my camera off? Them niggas is still down there acting the fool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
great point.
Like, I'm pretty sure they had safety precautions in place, but you just when shit happens that you don't expect to happen, then it's just like you got to move quickly to make sure you know no more people get hurt.
Yeah.
But again, prayers to all the families of the people involved. Prayers to the people involved. Somber shit out the way. Canelo Plant round 11.
Yes, sir. Far as from what I saw, very strategic, great match. Canelo was just sharp. I've never seen him come out flat. controls the pace of every fight. He does just I don't want to say he took any pages out of Floyd's book, but he's
He
very
definitely
good.
took a lot of pages out of Floyd's book.
He I don't know about all that, but
No,
he's very offensive as far as like establishing the jab
yeah.
and head movement and really trying to press the action. So at least to the judges, it seems like he has the advantage.
If you look at the progression of Canelo from when he fought Floyd to how he fought to him fighting now, he learned a lesson fighting Floyd.
Oh
He
sure,
learned a huge
sure,
lesson. I'm
sure.
not saying that he copied Floyd's style because Canelo will get in the ring, will get in the middle of the ring
In
and
box.
and brawl with you if he needs to. You know what I'm saying? He's not dancing around the ring. He's not a counter puncher in the vein of Floyd, but he definitely learned a lesson in defensive boxing when he fought Floyd Mayweather
Mm-hmm.
in 2000. I don't know what it was. It was like 10 years ago. But he
Yeah.
definitely learned a lesson, and that lesson stuck with him. It wasn't 10 years ago. It was later than that. But that
Yeah.
he learned he's quicker on his feet. He's got much better footwork. When he fought Floyd, he was like he looked flat footed. You know what I'm saying?
Compared to him. Now, leading up to that Floyd fight, he had beat some very good people. People like to say that he was so
No, I'm not saying
whatever,
I'm not
but
saying he was a bad. I mean, you had to be a good fighter to be even in the position to
two
fight
fight.
Floyd.
Right.
So I'm not saying that. I'm saying when he fought Floyd, you can see the difference from his fighting style then and his fighting style now.
Mm-hmm.
He's very much more defensively aware now than he was when he fought Floyd.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you talking about Floyd pieced him up, and Floyd
He did.
is a counter puncher to the letter.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I remember that fight. He was clearly outclassed
Right.
by Floyd, and like I said, clean hits, great combos, great defense. But it's like, yeah, he took that lesson, and Floyd said it himself that Canelo's the future of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
He's been proven
He ain't
right.
lie.
He is the undisputed middleweight champion. He went and took everybody's belt. So now the big question is, will he fight that Demetrius Andrade? Will he fight the Charlo brothers?
He gonna
You
fight
know,
somebody.
he's
He
got to.
there's no one else in his class
He's got to.
that he has to prove
He's
anything
took out he
against.
took out every name. He
Now
took
it's
out every name.
now it's is he pound for pound number one?
If not, should be.
If not, that's what he needs to go after.
If not,
He needs
should
to
be. But
go up a class, down a class, whatever you got to do. Do what you do. Do what you did in this class in another weight class.
I seriously doubt he would go up to cruiserweight. But I mean, now it's time for you to sit at the king of the hill and take
Is
all
that the
comers.
next weight class up?
After super middleweight, like I said, cruiserweight or light heavyweight is like 170, 175. So that's 7 more pounds from he's the 168-pound
Okay,
champion.
yeah. So light heavy.
So yeah, it'd be light heavyweight. Where Andre and Sergey Kovalev and
Yeah,
all them guys, they were in that one.
Andre Ward, right?
Yeah, Andre
Yeah,
Ward. hmm That was them. And that motherfucker went out on top. He said, "Fuck that shit." After he won that, them
light heavy. That was the class with
Jermaine
Jermaine
Taylor.
Taylor and Winky Wright and all them. Cause
Yep.
I know them niggas. They wasn't small, but they wasn't big.
Yeah, there's 170.
They was okay. So they was light heavy. I
hmm
was trying to like, damn, is it? I know it ain't middleweight, and I know it wasn't. It wasn't nothing with middleweight in it, and I couldn't for the life of me think of dumbass light heavyweight.
Yeah, light heavyweight, then cruiser, then heavyweight.
hmm Yeah. So
hmm
shout out to Canelo.
Yeah,
That
man.
man is a beast. I had all the faith in the world in my boy, even though I missed the fight.
hmm So, I was impressed. I was impressed, man. But very strategic.
I did see the highlights. That was a nasty knockout.
hmm
I mean, it was more knockout from a bevy of punches than one clean hit, but he was giving it to him. He
hmm
gave him that work. So
Deserve. Also, UFC
Canelo.
fight was last night.
Yeah. I was just gonna say Usman and
Yeah.
Covington.
Usman, 5 rounds again. He won unanimous decision.
Yep.
So
Another fight I fucking missed that I'm pissed off about.
yeah, but Covington's an asshole. He's that motherfucking white boy who wanted to say all that negative stuff about LeBron James. So instead of having your mouth on another nigga,
Oh, but they had a
some
motherfucking.
crazy got your
It
ass
looked
whooped.
like they had a nice little conversation at the end of the fight.
What, Usman?
Usman and Covington.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It was. I don't know what they were saying, but it looked like it was some respect being thrown
Yeah,
back and forth.
got to, because for me, I feel like some of these guys, in order to promote the fight, you have these fake personas, and it's like, man, it's still mano y
And
mano.
I hate that shit,
You can talk
dog.
all the shit you want, but
I
Usman
hate it.
got your number.
I hate it. Especially Covington's the nigga that wears the Trump hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to say all crazy stuff about, a player who's trying to stand up for social justice. Like, you deserve your ass whooping. So now you are known as the loser
Right.
to Mr. Usman several times.
Right. And yeah, this was the second fight.
Second fight.
So this one he didn't get knocked out in.
Yeah, he ain't
I
get
wanted
knocked
him
out.
to get knocked out.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool. It's cool.
I really wanted him to get his ass knocked the fuck out.
Oh
He
yeah.
stumbled a couple times. I mean, again, watching highlights, because that's what I do. If I miss a fight, first thing I do, highlights.
Oh yeah, no. It don't even make no sense to do pay per view. Sometimes because it's on YouTube like right after.
Right after.
Like legit.
YouTube. Shit, ESPN has highlights now. I remember when ESPN would not show boxing or UFC highlights.
Mm-hmm.
They just tell you who won, keep it moving. Now they show the highlights.
Yeah.
So I remember it was a time you couldn't see boxing highlights. You had to see the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't see boxing highlights nowhere.
You see that
Showtime wasn't having it. HBO wasn't having it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all cannot use our video footage nowhere.
Nope.
You wanna see the fight you missed? It'll be on Showtime a week later.
Or be on in the newspaper.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I missed that shit.
Missed it. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta read about it.
Come
and
on.
reading about it sucks.
Straight up sucks. Yeah, but great night for combat sports though.
Hell yeah.
Definitely a great night for combat sports.
And then staying in that lane, I guess. You see the shit, cause all right, Clarissa Shields had her second MMA fight a while back, and
Right.
I think it was sometime last week,
Mm-hmm.
and she lost in a split decision to Abigail Montez. Whatever, she's still the GOAT. Ain't a female boxer can touch her. So, all you Shields haters out there, eat ass. All right,
Literally.
and that especially goes for niggas like Jake Paul. My bad.
We call him Jake Troll.
Jake Troll. Because the headline I wrote has Jake Paul trolls Clarissa Shields.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw Jake Troll. We'll stick with that. Jake Troll. That's your new name.
I like it.
That's
I
your
like
new
it.
fucking
I
name.
like
Jake
it.
Troll.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Take this shit, nigga.
Yeah.
But,
This nigga, after she lost the fight, this motherfucker gonna troll her talking about she's not a headliner. She's not a draw. Like, bitch, nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like you
Shut the fuck up!
he said like what is it? Something the fake always get exposed.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious?
Dog. Okay, so when the fuck are you getting exposed? When is you getting exposed?
Mm-hmm.
Because the second you fight a boxer, exposure. You getting exposed the second. The second you fight a boxer, they gonna knock your ass out.
It don't make no sense though.
Knock your ass the fuck out.
I mean, dude is truly, I don't know, just retarded. But it's funny that he waited until just right after.
He does that.
He didn't waste no time.
Dog. He like one of them front running ass fans that don't talk shit before the fight or before the match or before the game.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the other team lose, they right out there talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, sit your ass down.
You know.
Because we know for a fact, if you, Clarissa Shields, was that same motherfucking weight, and you stepped into a ring with her, she would piece you up.
Yeah.
Piece you the fuck up.
Yeah, like he just.
You can go in there weighing 180, 190, however much you weigh now, and talk shit about fighting Clarissa Shields, who's won what 54.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you'll smother. I still think she'll piece him up.
Still.
She had to stay away from his power though, 'cause, I mean, she a girl. But get in there at the same weight class. Fucking shit, it's
Yeah.
a wrap.
I mean, he's just terrible, man. I mean, the dude, he's just clearly, to me, he makes a mockery of combat sports and the fact that
He
people
is a
are
mockery
really
of combat
are
sports.
really thinking that he can fight at whatever level. My, let's just take in consideration his opponents. A guy, Nate Robinson, a guy he was clearly much bigger than, clearly did not understand dodging. Okay, you
All
won
right,
that one. Lucky
let's
right
let's let's
punch.
let's let's
Uh-huh.
just for the sake of your argument, already get out that every nigga he's
They
fought
weren't
is
nobody.
smaller than him,
That's it.
way smaller than him.
Way smaller.
Nah, that's just a caveat to whatever
Yeah.
else you was gonna say about every other
Yeah.
opponent.
Yeah, like you said, a formidable opponent who is comparable in size to the point where if he sticks your ass, it'll back your punk ass up.
Right,
Like I said, another 180 pounder that's in your age
nigga.
range
When he
who
fought
got 10
fucking
fights.
who was we just talked about his last fight. Nah, I can't remember my dog name. Black dude.
Shakur Stevenson.
No, he definitely didn't fight Shakur Stevenson.
Oh no, he's not. He wouldn't.
Jake Paul's last fight.
Ben Askren.
No, after Ben Askren. The black dude,
Ooh.
Tyron Woodley.
Oh yeah, Woodley. Yeah.
Couldn't
Hey, that was actually a good one because he took him. He
dog,
took him to
if
the limit.
Woodley was 180, 190, it
Yeah.
wouldn't have been a fight.
He took him to the limit.
When Woodley hit him,
Mhm.
when Woodley hit him, that nigga stumbled.
He was just busier. That's it. That's the only thing that he had. He was the busier fighter.
Yeah.
That's it. Because it's like, okay, you got another guy who's basically fighting not to get embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody to come in there to be like, I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
Like you don't have no public shame or anything that you think
It's
you're gonna
it's
go through.
it's crazy because he picks his fighters. He picks fighters that can punch, can strike. You know, they have a, if you want to call it a boxing history, they have that. And they have, I guess, power for their size. But he handpicks them to the point where you got power for your size, but I'm bigger than you. So I don't really have to worry about your power. And then I'm bigger than you. You have to worry about my power. So you won't be in there just throwing punches because if I get one off, I'm going to floor you.
That's
That's
a
how he
great point.
picks
That's
his
a good point. That's
fights.
a good point.
Fuck that
That's a
dude,
good
man.
point. Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah. I
Don't
don't see
ever
him.
come after the GOAT, nigga. Don't ever. Don't
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. I
Because
don't
then
like
he,
that.
he tried to throw shade at talking about another chick that won her second MMA debut.
And
Like, and I don't know. It might have been Abigail Montez that was in her second fight. I don't know fuck Jake Troll, man. I can't stand this nigga.
at the end of the day,
I
at the end of
can't
the day,
wait till he gets in the ring with a real boxer
yeah.
and learns a boxing lesson.
Shields took a chance, and I'm not saying that everything that you go into you're supposed to dominate,
She
but
said that.
but of course, you going out there, you have a chance just like your opponent has a chance, and she just happened to not come out on top. So with that being said, we go back to the drawing board and keep going because, like I said, what she's doing is because women's boxing does not get the proper respect it deserves.
Right.
She's trying other avenues of, generating income,
Right.
and generating her own brand because at the end of the day, Clarissa Shields is a business.
Right.
So, she'll be back bigger and stronger. Like I said, the bullshit is the fact that Jake Paul is a brand too, but it's basically a clown brand.
He's a brand because they built that brand doing
YouTube.
goofy shit on YouTube.
And that's it. And it's like, just
Like
can't.
it's
I
a
just don't
bunch
take
of
him seriously.
YouTubers. It's a bunch of YouTubers right now that's rich because a bunch of dumbass little kids watch their videos all day because they
All
do
day.
stupid shit. Do you see the stupid shit they do?
Yeah,
Dog, I watch my kids watch YouTube. The
it's
shit that
terrible.
entertains them,
I
dog.
can't stand it.
It's I don't know who these motherfuckers is. It's two white boys. All they do is blow up fruit.
Crazy.
Blow up fruit and waste punch and waste candy and shit. Like they buy shit just to blow it up and waste it. And my kids love that shit. I be like, dog, this is what y'all find entertaining?
I be like, turn this shit off. I be like, man, I want to watch a scripted show with a motherfucking plot and a villain. Like, I'm not watching somebody else play a video game.
Hell no,
Fuck out of here.
dog. That shit,
Preston
that's
plays.
also what kills me. I don't want to watch you play.
No, I'm not
I
watching.
want to play.
I'm gonna play the game. Goddamn it. So but anyways, man, hey, like you said, shout out to Clarissa Shields. Fuck,
Always,
fuck
man.
Jake Paul.
The GOAT, greatest woman of all time.
Yeah, man.
Dog,
Fuck
put a
Jake
boxer
Paul.
in front of her and talk that shit, Jake.
Yeah.
He waits until people step out of their element, and yet she lost the MMA fight. So fucking what?
Yeah. So what?
So what? She's not an MMA fighter. She's learning to be an MMA fighter, learning on the fly.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it. She only been doing it a couple months.
But the shit she been doing all her life, can't nobody touch her.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's fucked up for her because she's done every possible thing she can in boxing.
In like 12 fights. She's a multiple time champion.
Who's gonna? They talk about she's not a draw. Women's boxing isn't a draw. You had how many time champion as his undercard that nobody fucking knew. Did you know the chick that boxed on his undercard?
Mm-mm.
Nobody did. Nobody did.
Right.
But this chick had like 50 fights or something, 20 something knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Fuck Jake Troll, man.
Yes, sir.
Next up, Aaron Rodgers catches COVID,
Mm-hmm. I heard.
and then he don't catch no smoke from Stephen A.
Now, I saw that when you put it down. I looked at another clip in which it was him and two other panelists, and they were actually discussing it. So I mean,
Who are the two other panelists?
it was a white lady and
And
another former football
Jason
player.
Williams,
Not them.
not Jay
But
Williams.
not him. But a former football player. Oh, they went in. They went in. And Stephen A. went in. He went in.
On Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah, he did.
he finally did.
He finally did. But I mean, in the beginning, definitely not. But I think it's because the public pressure of taking this vaccine. But clearly, I would have liked to see uh, somebody catch the face, just like how you caught it, like the no smoke from Stephen A. Because he's been going in on Kyrie.
Right, he been going in. The only reason because the interview before that with Jay Will,
Mm-hmm.
Jay Williams called him out. Like, dog, I want to see that same vigor or virality that you had for Kyrie. Because this man lied to his organization.
Mm-hmm.
Lied. Flat out lied. Talking about I'm immune. I got immunized. The fuck does that mean?
Crazy.
But he lies, puts his entire team, if you want to say, puts his entire team at risk, quotations, because he's unvaccinated
Mm-hmm.
and he's playing and all this, and then he catches COVID. Kyrie ain't doing none of that. He wears his mask. He follows all the protocols. The only thing is, he's just not adhering to the state mandate. Because it's not an NBA mandate, it's a state mandate, city mandate.
Right.
And we'll get into that later. So,
just double standard. It's
like, and a lot of people pointed out that second interview where Stephen A. finally went rah rah. Man, you only did that because you was called out the first time.
Yeah.
You have no smoke for white men.
Say it again, sir.
He has no smoke for white men.
Straight up. That shit loud. Yep. No smoke.
None.
no smoke, and it's like what
And you
what
shouldn't have to be coaxed into doing it.
that's what I'm
It
saying.
should be your initial response. Because his first response, he's he's he lied and he should be fine.
What Kwame Brown said? Hey, your white zaddy said you can talk about him now. Your white zaddy. That bullshit.
uh, hell yeah, Stephen A.
You are a bitch ass nigga.
1000%.
1000%. Dog. Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh, this is the funniest shit in the world, my nigga. And it I put it here by the sports shit because this got to be a sport.
Right.
There's a Louisiana man, Troy Davis, allegedly waves down a police officer just to slap him in the face.
I read it.
Officer, officer, officer. Whoop whoop. Can I help you, sir?
Hey, so dog.
Take off.
Hey, so dog. Dog, this man slapped the man and walked off saying, "Fuck the police."
Hell yeah.
Dog, it's like, dog, they charged that man with felony battery.
You going to jail?
No, this is bad dread, man. You slap the police, say, man, fuck the police.
Dog,
that shit gangster in the blood.
Hey, it's funny as hell, but they arrested this nigga and charged him with felony battery. Dog.
Felony
That's
battery.
some bullshit. That's why I hate the police, dog. Cause y'all, nigga, come on, man. He slapped you, nigga. That's assault at worst, nigga.
Yeah, we gonna trump that shit up. You gonna do some time.
That's a misdemeanor. All he did was slap you, nigga.
So slap the shit at you.
This shit's funny as fuck.
It is. It is.
I mean, he must have wanted to go to jail, dog.
Yeah.
He must have wanted to go to jail, dog.
Like,
he a hitman, dog. Somebody on the inside about to get hit.
Yeah, he ain't had no groceries. He ain't had no groceries at the house. He said, man, hey.
Somebody, yeah, it's either that. He either need a meal or somebody on the inside getting hit. Because you don't just want to go to jail. What for? That man walked up to the police.
Smack the shit at your big ass. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, man, he might be a legend. We might need to just
hey,
tell the right stories about this Troy
They need to get him a what you call it, a GoFundMe. Fund that GoFundMe and pay that nigga commissary. Because he going to jail for a long time if that battery charge stick.
Hey man, free my nigga Troy.
Free Troy. What'd he do? Slap the police.
Slap the
free my nigga. Hell yeah, man. Next topic, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So a white teacher took issue with a black student's Black King t-shirt. And pretty much embarrassed the little man in class.
Oh yeah, try to have little white kids jump on him.
Right. Like,
no.
She talking about some, if I wore a white queen t-shirt, bitch. The queen in the Snow White is called the White Queen. No. The queen in the Narnia books is called the White King, White Queen. You can wear that. But, hey, wear it and put it. You can wear that and have a chest piece. You a white queen. So what? Nobody gives a fuck about that shit, man.
But the thing is that look, in all schools, and just as you know, the elephant in the room
is race.
It's always racism. It's always there. So all right, so if this young man who taking pride in his culture is wearing something that didn't show like him stabbing or killing white folks, it said Black King and it was Africa.
That's all it said, man.
That's all it said. And for you to get offended by that, what's your inner, your inherent, what's your feelings telling you? Like, if it felt something inside of you to be like, okay, now I'm gonna activate my ignorant ass racism.
Fuck him! Fuck him up against the wall.
100%. So you know what I'm saying. So this kid. So okay. So what they how they explained it was, he show up, she make that statement, and then the white kids.
They had a discussion about it.
Yeah, the
and
white
kids
basically
all jumped in on it.
Man, I wish to God, if I was in that age group at that time, I would have shut all their asses down. Like, dog, y'all are inherently.
This right here is proof that all white people are inherently racist. Because y'all have so much smoke for this t-shirt. I can't have pride in myself. Yep. Me having pride in myself makes you feel a certain way. That's inherent racism
Yeah.
right there. That another group of people that has been marginalized 400 fucking years in this country can't have pride in themselves.
Can't even.
That y'all have to the patriotic shit, the American shit only comes up when black people start feeling good about being black and feeling good about uniting with black people. When black people start coming together, then that's when the white people start. Don't nobody say shit when Asians band together.
Nope.
Nigga, stop Asian hate. The whole country fell behind that shit.
Mm-mm. Ain't no one say.
Nobody said shit when the Jewish community bands together.
Nope.
Nobody said shit when the LGBTQ plus AITWYXZ community bands together. Nobody has a fucking word to say. But when black people start feeling good about black love, black wealth, want to get everything out there to make black people feel good about being black and not assimilating to this white bullshit, then it's a problem.
Then it's a problem. So then it's like, okay. So like I said, and now I like that you said that. So then it's like, okay.
Mexicans have Mexican History Month and nobody bats an eye, but Black Histories have Black History Month, the shortest month of the year, and y'all cry about it every fucking year.
Yeah. So then they say, okay. So then they say they come up with this goofy ass slogan after Mike Brown, whatever, talking about, hey, Black Lives Matter. Dun dun dun. Well, nah, you're just saying only black people's lives matter? What? Everybody's lives matter. Shut the fuck up. It wasn't until Black Lives Matter someone said everybody's lives matter. And just like my dog just said, it's not a problem until we say something. And it's crazy that we have to continuously have these discussions repetitively. It's like y'all seem to be the only ones that don't get it. Like we do, like loving yourself is not a crime. Loving being black, loving seeing your black skin and enjoying your culture the way that you see fit. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah,
There's nothing wrong
at
with that,
all.
and I shouldn't be condemned for it. And the thing is, it's
And
like
I shouldn't be
mhm.
called out in class for it.
Yeah, like that's
Like,
embarrassing.
teach your fucking class.
Yeah,
That's Do your fucking job. That's what you there for. You're not there to police what I wear to school.
as a teacher.
Do your fucking job.
Yeah, as a teacher. As a teacher, number one, first off, number one, you want to make sure no kid feels any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You want everyone to feel they're equal and that they're treated the way that they want to be treated, and that everyone's here on a fair, fair playing ground to win academically or to do well academically. That is your goal as a teacher, to make sure no one feels that anyone's being slighted any kind of way. For you to acknowledge, like I said, even when I did teach social studies, if someone came in with a rebel flag, I'm not saying, "Hey man, take that belt off."
Right.
And I've had like some like black chicks, they try and say, "Ooh, well that's offensive." No, I'm not going to say anything to him. Number one, he has a right to wear that. Now, if we're going to speak on that and you say some bullshit to me about his heritage, I'm going to correct you.
Right.
I'm going to correct you. Then I'm going to say, but you still have the right to wear that. And you have the right to feel the way you feel. But I'm going to tell you how I feel about it.
And I got the right to feel the way I feel
And
about
when
it.
I got the right to feel the way I feel and take with it as you may. But I'm not saying you're racist.
You're not finna embarrass
yeah, I'm not going to
that
embarrass
kid
him.
in class
Oh, no.
and have a whole discussion about
Absolutely not. Wear your rebel shit. Wear your flag.
So we know who the fuck you are.
That's it. It's an identifier, motherfucker.
Shit. We see you coming from a mile away.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't. I used to feel away when I see rebel flags and get mad and shit. Ah, fuck y'all, nah, this that. I don't even care no more. It's like I know who you are now. Thank you.
Well, they say they put that lady on administrative leave, but and I don't even still don't think that she should be
She's
fired.
still getting paid.
Yeah, I don't think she should be fired. But the thing about it is, corrective action should have happened right then and there, and that kid should have been made to feel proud and celebrated.
His mom
By
need to
even
take
by
him out that school and take
even
him
by
to
the
a
administration,
school where it's
like
more black people.
as a principal, what you do is, hey, what you did was wrong. We gonna do something nice for this kid to let him know that hey, bigotry is not where we're at in this school.
Yeah. It's
Like, do that.
for black kids that tend to be in spaces where they're the only black kid. It's hard.
Yeah.
Like it is tough being like going to school in that. Like I was that from first grade, not first grade, second grade up until eighth grade. I went to majority white schools, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I experienced that shit, but I have my experiences where you see where the white kids will gang up on you.
Oh yeah.
You know, when it comes to stuff that they disagree about.
Oh
When it
yeah.
comes to race, like they will gang up on you, and not only that, when the kids you play with that you think are cool with you and think are friendly with you, they get upset and the first thing they say is nigger. It's like, where the fuck did that come from? And then no one bats an eye about it. No one says, hey, you shouldn't say that. It's like, oh, y'all all feel this way because he said it. Nobody
Bingo.
said anything. And now I'm just sitting here, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I, hey,
But I get
I
it though.
get it, and
I
that's
get
why I
it.
say
I don't.
we need to. Our kids don't need to be put in those positions.
Yeah, and I mean, I can go back to my own childhood. I remember being like, I guess supposedly the smart kid in class, and you
Mm-hmm.
get, you be in these supposed advanced class where it's all white kids, and it is truthfully be like, well, who do I associate with? Who do I have some commonalities with?
Right.
I'm looking. I I remember being in eighth grade and wanting to be in standard classes so bad that I stopped kind of doing my work a little bit in one of my classes, maybe
Right.
because I didn't understand algebra, but I wanted to know, I wanted to be around my people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy that as a young black boy or black females, like you're searching for you in school and you can't find it, and when you
Right.
do identify it and begin to love it, some white person trying to tell you some bullshit, try to
Right.
make you feel like, oh well,
That's
you ain't
the and
shit.
that's the shit they talk about when it come down to HBCUs. Like
Mm-hmm.
we done went through all this shit, and then I decide to go away to school where it's mostly us. And
Mm-hmm.
and well, why'd you pick that school? Well,
Yeah.
like I get that when I went back home. I got that. What made you go to that school? You want me to tell you the truth? Because it was majority black.
Yeah.
And I told myself I would never put myself in a position where I'm the only black kid ever again. I told myself that in the eighth grade
Mm-hmm.
when I begged my mama to let me go to the school she taught at. Because she taught in the next city, which was a black city, Saginaw. She taught there, and her school was majority black. The school I graduated from, majority black.
Mm-hmm.
I begged her, begged her to let me go to that school.
Mm-hmm.
Eighth grade, because I couldn't take it no more. I'm like, I'm sick of being called nigga every day, every other day. I'm sick of it. In fifth grade, when I didn't know what the fuck it meant, I shrugged it off. Now it's like I know what the fuck it means, and I know when they say it, why they're saying it, and how they're saying it, and what they mean when they say it. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't want me getting in fights, I have been holding my composure together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I have a point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely. And for myself, I mean, people may feel that I may be controversial, but um, I bring that energy. I love being me. Like you said, like my man Dr. John Henry Clark say, I wear my
Yeah.
skin like a badge of honor. I wear it
Yes.
well. You know what I'm saying? So, I fully identify with that young man in that instance. And,
Hell yeah.
like I
Rock
said,
your Black King shirt
yeah,
wherever you want to rock it at,
yeah,
man.
absolutely, man. And don't give a fuck about the powers that be, because at the end of the day, she overstepped her bounds and she looks terrible professionally. So,
Hmm.
can I get a fuck 'em?
Fuck him.
There you go.
Fuck him up
There
against
we
the
go.
wall.
That's it.
Next topic. Oh, and this is right in what we was fucking saying. It was a student at a Pittsburgh high school,
Mm,
because Halloween just passed. This
right.
nigga wore a KKK robe, not a ghost. He wore a KKK robe for a costume. Was in school for 4 class periods and nobody said shit.
We didn't think that was wrong.
This the shit I'm talking about.
We did.
Black kid wears a Black King t-shirt and one little teacher gets up in the ant about it, the whole class gets mad. White kid wears a KKK robe for Halloween and nobody says shit. Not a goddamn thing.
Come on. And he tried to justify saying he did it on a dare.
Fuck that.
Fuck that dare.
You are a bitch ass nigga.
Like, are you serious? And you like they're okay. I'm 39.
A lot of people do stupid shit on
Yeah.
dares. That doesn't absolve them of the stupid shit they do.
Absolutely not.
Why'd you kill that person?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody dared me to do it. Okay,
Like I
we're not
said,
gonna send you to jail for life. We're not gonna send you to jail at all.
we'll give you another chance.
It was a dare. Fuck that.
Fuck
You don't
you.
absolve people of the stupid shit they do just because they did the stupid shit on a dare.
Not at all. Like I said, for instance, I was about to say,
I
I'm
dare you to do
39.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a dad, like 60 something now. Then it's like, okay, you got the next generation before then. Maybe like, let's say about 4 generations removed, when they was probably around here, really around this bitch, stringing folks up, burning crosses, having these crazy marches. They still have marches. And to sit here and make it seem like you did not know the impact or the power or the traumatization of wearing that costume to school. Like, come on, dog. Are you serious? And then for teachers, maybe more likely white teachers, to not feel like it's an issue. Like, what are we teaching here? What the fuck? We can racially traumatizing, garnets. The fuck? It's crazy, man. I don't know. It's wild to me.
It's just that this is the reason they don't want critical race theory taught in schools.
Yeah, and like I
Because
said,
they want it to be okay for a little white kid to wear his KKK hood at school.
well, because
Because we
man,
won't know what the fuck it means.
yeah, that's it.
What is that? What's that? What are you supposed to be? Oh, I'm a KKK. What's a KKK? And then the little kid goes home, Daddy, what's a KKK?
Don't worry about it,
Oh,
son. Wear your shit.
nah. Let my kid ask me what a KKK
I'm
is.
telling
I'm
him.
telling him.
But
They
but you
already
know what?
know. I mean,
But
just
but see, and that's the crazy. So it's like you can have these debates and these discussions about um not even it's not even a debate really. It's just motherfucking objective fact, of what these organizations did and how these people who were townspeople and professional people hid behind these hoods to terrorize black people. So it's like, okay, you have this going on, but you don't want to be taught because you don't want little black kids to hate little white kids. No one's saying that you trying to motivate black kids to hate white kids. We trying to tell the dog again, when you start acting funny, when you start discriminating against us, when you start calling yourself looking down on us in any kind of shape, form, or fashion, we want to be able to give them a reference point.
mm-hmm.
And that reference point is a systemic reference point in which your position and your hate and all that has basically contributed to the condition in which we are in. There's nothing wrong with that being known. Like,
Fact.
that's it.
That's a fact.
There's nothing wrong with that. So, and I mean, I don't want to say fuck the little boy who wore the KKK, but fuck.
No, it was high school, so fuck
Oh
him.
yeah.
Fuck him.
You're old enough to
Fuck
know
him up
better.
against the wall.
You're old enough to know better. I don't care.
That's
It's
like if
2021.
it was fucking elementary school. First off, where you get a KKK
Come
robe
on,
that
come on. Where
small?
the fuck?
Somebody great grandma had some
Come
explaining
on
to
now.
do. But yeah, if it was elementary school, he you see how young they are when they start learning the hate they learn, but
Whoa.
still he's still a kid, so you can't really say fuck him.
Right.
But high school, nah, you know
You know better.
you know what the fuck you doing.
You know what's
You know
going
what
on.
that shit mean.
Yeah.
When you talking about you did it on a dare, what else you gonna do on a dare?
Yeah.
Wait
What
till
else you
this
gonna do?
white motherfucker gets to college. What else are you gonna do on
I'm
a
gonna
dare?
walk around with a noose around my neck
He
and
he
in
he the
blackface.
motherfucker.
What
He
the
the
fuck?
motherfucker you really got to worry about. This nigga do stupid shits on dares. So all y'all sending daughters to the school that this nigga going to.
Come on.
Remember, he does dumb shit on dares. I don't even know this motherfucker's name. I don't know nothing about him.
Name
So I'm
disclosure.
speaking hypothetically to hypothetical people who gonna end up in hypothetical situations with this one little asshole. Protect your children from this motherfucker, cause he got serial killer qualities. He got serial rapist qualities.
All that.
He got all type of serial qualities that's gonna make him a horrible person. And guess what? This fucked up system is going to protect his little bitch ass. That's all I have left to add to this shit.
All right. I'm cool.
You ever you ever seen a white person pocket watch another white person? It's weird. But when they do it big.
Oh.
So the director of the UN Food Scarcity Organization says 2% of Elon Musk's wealth could solve world hunger
Mm.
in a tweet, which I agree to an extent.
To an
It-
extent.
to an extent, you know, 2% of 300 or 400 billion, that's a lot of money.
Right.
Not to the clapback.
Mm.
Elon Musk was like, all right, if that's the case, show me the plan. I'll sell the shares and do it. But it's got to be open source, and everybody got to be able to know where the money goes.
Just like that.
Yeah. And now I'm like, hell yeah, show him the plan, because if he said he gonna do it, let's do it. Let's do it. 2% of your wealth can solve world hunger. Word, show me the plan. Show me how my 800, $900 million is gonna solve world hunger. I'll do it.
So
No,
what
two
do you think?
percent of 2% of some billion is like 1 or 2, 3 billion. I don't know, man. I don't got a calculator in front of me right now.
But you know what though? The thing is this: are you really interested in feeding all the homeless people on the planet? No, you're not.
No,
You're
no.
not. We are in.
If they did feed them all, then they wouldn't have any need for their charities, and that's how a lot of these motherfuckers get and stay rich,
Yeah.
because they funnel money through the charities so that they don't have to get taxed on it.
Yeah. So the truth is, it's like okay, even though we don't say it, and we say that other countries have it, America has a caste system.
Mm.
It is a caste system. So the people who are poor will stay poor. If they have anything else to do with it. So I mean, would it be great if Elon Musk, if Musk was able to do what they're proposing?
It would be
Yeah,
awesome.
it'd be awesome. But also, that doesn't help the government in any kind of form, fashion at
Oh,
all. So
fuck helping the government.
no, not them
That's why they
potentially.
won't do it.
That's why they won't do it because it does not support
It's
their interests.
basically Elon called him out on his bluff.
Yeah,
It's like, you want me to give $1 billion to your charity, is basically what you saying.
what you saying? But
Is
then
you want me to
you don't
give a
want to let me know
billion
what
dollars
you
to the
gonna do with my
charity,
money.
y'all don't want to let no one know where the money's going. It's just like with all the Haiti charities, the not Bill, yeah, the Clinton Foundation.
Mhm.
Where's the money? The Red Cross. Where's that money going?
So yeah, in the end,
Y'all are donating to all these fucking groups, and Haiti still going through what Haiti's going through.
crazy shit. But then like let's correlate something though. So for instance, since that doesn't help governmental interests to help save this particular group of people, then what's the correlation with the vaccine mandates? Because when you hear that Pfizer has a secret contract with the government, it's like, well, what are we doing here? Like somebody's generating some money. Like they just not giving away this shit for free.
They not your
Somebody,
health insurance.
somebody's making some bank.
Your health insurance pays that
So
shit,
we gonna make
and you pay
everybody
the
who
health insurance.
So we're gonna make everybody who does not want to take this thing look like they're the devil. You know what I'm saying? So if
Oh,
it
we
does not,
still we ain't even there yet.
yeah. But if
We
it,
ain't
like I
even
said,
there yet.
but if we don't core, you know what I'm saying? When we look at interest matter. Like, how will this benefit me? If it don't benefit me, believe me, I'm not doing this shit.
Man. And then all right, now here
Dear Santa,
Ooh.
dear Santa, you are a bitch ass nigga.
Yes, sir.
the Biden administration is looking at paying families who were separated at the border during the Trump administration around $450,000 per person to resolve lawsuits filed on behalf of parents and children who said the government subjected them to get this lasting psychological trauma.
Mm. So, okay. So I get what you're saying, but guess what?
What am
It,
I saying?
well, I say it's another slap to us because if you talking about reparations, everyone's saying like we don't have no money. We have no money, but you got 450,000 ready to give to other families. It's always fuck us. Mm.
Yeah, that in a
Always,
nutshell.
always.
That in a nutshell. That's what it.
Dear Santa,
You gonna pay what you fucking owe because
Man.
y'all keep showing us that y'all got it to give because y'all giving it to other people. When the fuck are we gonna just take it? They giving it to other people. When the fuck are we just gonna take it? Like y'all got it.
Capital Riot Part
Y'all
2.
got it. Y'all got it. Y'all gave the shit to motherfucking Jews. Y'all gave the shit to Israel.
Come
Y'all
on.
gave the shit to the Native Americans. Y'all gave the shit to Japanese. Y'all still giving shit to Japanese. Y'all giving
Yep.
shit to Native Americans.
They don't get it.
Y'all giving the shit to people at the damn border.
People starting businesses, creating generational wealth.
Y'all
But
are
you
going to
niggas, no,
pay what
no,
you
nigga, no.
owe. I'm telling you, man. One day, one day, black people are gonna say, you know what? Why the fuck are we trying to get these motherfuckers to give this shit to us through legislation? We gotta vote to get the people in to vote, and then they gonna talk about it on Capitol Hill, and they gonna filibuster, and they gonna say all the reasons why they shouldn't have
Right.
to pay it. When are we just gonna say, no, you know what? Y'all are gonna pay it, and this is why.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I keep saying, dog, it ain't gonna take legislation. It's gonna take litigation. So whatever y'all want to do with that, we gotta sue the motherfuckers for it.
yeah.
We gotta sue them and keep suing them, keep dragging them to court for it. Eventually, they'll either settle out of court or they're gonna waste millions and millions and millions of dollars, billions and billions and billions of dollars trying to fight the shit, proving that they had it to pay it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, we've talked about different strategies and to change, the narrative that surrounds our people. But you know, man, if just one time, it would be nice even for a month.
I just want black people to stop thinking that we're gonna be able to vote our problems away.
That's big. That's
We're
big.
not gonna be able to vote our problems away. It's not gonna happen. It's
Mm-mm.
not gonna happen. You have a black vice president. No, sorry, 25% black vice president in the office right now that's not doing shit for you. After she
I mean, that's
got
big.
y'all the chucks and pearls and played her little black card and danced at motherfucking. She did all the shit Hillary did, but
Yeah.
she's black,
Yeah,
so she
but
didn't get called out on her pandering.
yeah, she didn't get called out on her pandering, but of course we know that's not her job necessarily to pander to your station, local community. Of course, she's the tie-breaking vote in the Senate, uh, but still though, just like you said, can't vote them away. Dog, I ain't gonna lie, my biggest hit, the black church. Goddamn it, dog. If everybody just said we gonna focus on some group shit, some community shit, and put that goddamn book down and start working together on some shit, we might be all right.
Yeah, they don't necessarily have to put the book down. There's nothing wrong with having faith,
Nothing wrong with having
but
faith.
faith without works is dead.
Mm.
Y'all
So it's
going to
like
church every Sunday,
we can keep believing
dog.
in
No,
God.
cause look, I over the past few, especially over the past year
Mm-hmm.
with COVID, I done seen so much pray for me posts. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Excuse, what is my prayer gonna do for you? Whether I get on the post and get a little praying emojis, whatever, or whether I do that or not, what actually is that prayer going to do? Because I can pray, I can say I prayed or whatever. What is that actually going to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we like to credit a higher power for all the good shit that happens to us, right?
Right.
When we don't sit and think the reason shit happens good for us is we worked for it and we actually put in blood, sweat, and tears to get the shit done.
Right.
And so then when it actually happens, it's not because some magical entity. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to anybody that is religious. I'm just saying it's not because God snapped his fingers and said, "Hey, you got a job."
Let them have that
No,
shit.
you put in the work. You made it so that you are the most qualified person for that position. You went to that interview and you killed it, and they liked you enough to say they want to give you a job. You did that. You, the entrepreneur, you busted your ass building your brand, getting your shit out there. God didn't just give you your business and make it successful. You did that. But you know what God did? He put that drive and determination in you. Everything y'all asked for has already been given to you. I done said this I don't know how many times on a post. Everything y'all pray to God for, He's already given you. And I'm one of those people that don't like associating God to, like, you know humanity. I don't like saying He when I refer to God,
No.
but just because y'all do, that's why I'm saying it. Everything y'all pray for, He's already given you. You have it already. You just need to tap in and use it. You, oh Lord, please get me out of this poverty. Please, please, Lord. But what are you doing? What are you doing? Sitting on the couch praying,
So
waiting, sitting in the dark, waiting for the lights to turn on instead
so
of going to get some cheese to pay the motherfucking light bill.
mhm. So what I'm getting at is not necessarily just like I'm hating on the institution. It's the fact that when we have these institutions which we spend so much time and we spend so much time reading these scriptures and we're recycling these scriptures and these different things over and over again, if we had more of a community mindset in which we were able to move as a unit, support as a unit, and take some of the characteristics.
Resources.
Yeah, well, and like I said, to be able to use the characteristics of some of these other groups, I feel like I said that's our situation would change because politically, like you said, we're not going to be able to ever vote the bullshit away. Vote, to having a voice. So it's like I said, if we actually moved in a more uh, communal and mind, I said maybe socialistic mindset or something like that. Things could
Bro, you
change,
said
and
two key words: communal and socialistic. And
you
this
know,
country, people in this country hate both.
yeah, and like I said, and that's
You
like,
can't say commune at all.
yeah,
You a communist?
yeah, because everything is like that. So it's like, man,
Dumbass, do you even know what the root word communist is? Commune.
yeah,
Do you know what that word means?
come on,
The same root word in community.
hmm
Y'all associate these fucking ideals with countries like Russia and China that use that shit to oppress their people.
hmm
But having some communist aspects in a government where the government takes care of things, things that they're supposed to, things that we pay our taxes for them to take care of, there's no problem in that.
Yeah.
Some things should be socialistic. Some
Yeah.
things, the community, or some things the people's money should take care of. If I'm putting in money to a pot, I need to be able to withdraw from that pot
Yeah.
to fix my streets, to have better schools. There's no, it makes no fucking sense for us to pay all this money in taxes for them to be crying about a budget every year, where the
Every year.
budget gets, they raise the bar. They raise the bar every year. The deficit gets larger and larger because they keep spending, keep spending, keep spending, but they keep trying to say, "Oh, you're spending too much money on education. You're spending too much money on healthcare. You're spending too much money on," but they're really spending too much money on warfare.
That part too. That's what what's his name, Andrew Yang was talking about.
The
But ain't nobody
defense,
gonna listen to him.
yeah, the defense budget is
Big.
more than 2/3 of the federal budget. They get more than 2/3. What the fuck are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
If the budget was 6 billion and the army, in the, not the army, but the military is getting 400, what the fuck are we talking about?
Mm-hmm. So say all
Make that
that.
shit make sense, man.
Well, like I said, man, say all that to say this, like, hey, they keep showing other groups that we got, and it's just sometimes it's definitely hard as a group, or as a community to always see that we're last or not even thought of.
Look, I'm gonna do some pocket watching. 2% of the federal budget could pay reparations.
Boom. All right, moving
Y'all
on.
take 2% of the money that y'all giving to the army and give it to black people, we'd shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We won't, but because that ain't enough. Not
Ain't
in
enough.
my eyes, it ain't enough.
Right.
But
Moving
residents of New York City dumped trash on Mayor de Blasio's mansion lawn over sanitation worker protests of vaccination mandate, resulting in no trash pickups. Niggas ain't getting their trash picked up
So they gonna put
because
it on
the
your yard.
trash workers said, "Fuck that mandate. We going on strike, and we ain't picking up trash in this stinky ass city. And now all that stinky ass trash is on your lawn, Mayor de Blasio. And guess what? Sanitation workers ain't coming to pick that shit up.
Nope.
It's this dog. And this is the shit. This is the shit that Kyrie is giving his voice to. Y'all want to talk all this shit about Kyrie, but he's not the only person in New York that mandate affects. Y'all worried about basketball. The firefighters are on strike. The police on strike. Sanitation workers on strike. Healthcare workers are quitting their jobs. Like, what are you going to do when you have nobody to run your city because you want to just force some shit on them that they don't want for themselves? You can't force people to take something that they don't want for themselves. Medically, whatever. Just because you say it works doesn't mean I have to believe it works. When I can see that it's not working the way you said it's working, and all your information about that shit changes every fucking month. If something new comes out about that shit.
So why should I trust it?
Exactly. And because I don't trust it, doesn't give you the right to say, "Hey, well,
To-
you know what? Fuck it. You don't trust it, but we're gonna make you take it anyway."
And you're a villain. Try to villainize you.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. Fuck it.
Point blank.
And now you see what's happening. Now you got millions of residents. Well, I don't want to say it was millions. Could be millions.
But you take action into your own hands.
Yeah. Hey,
know what I'm saying?
these motherfuckers ain't picking up my trash.
So I'm finna dump it on your
I'm
shit.
gonna dump it on your lawn. Even though the city dump is accessible to everyone, all residents. You can, if you don't want to pay for trash removal, you can take your trash up there yourself. But who wants to do that? I pay for trash removal.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm paying for trash removal, but these motherfuckers ain't coming to pick up my trash, I'ma haul that shit to your house.
Like that. Oh yeah.
And keeping up on this vax mandate bullshit, Ice Cube just said no to $9 million because they not finna force him to take the shot.
And
He was supposed to be in the I guess it was a movie called Oh Hell No.
yeah.
I don't know who else is starring in it. But he was set to make $9 million. He walked away from that shit because they were saying to be on set, you have to get a COVID shot.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
everybody's trying to
salute.
force these mandates.
Hey, salute to him.
It's like, look, this is what happens. This is what
Mm-hmm.
happens. And you get more people speaking up. And if you out there and your job is forcing a mandate on you because like we talking about rich people. Rich people can afford to walk away from their job.
Yeah. Like Ice Cube, he's not missing that 9 million.
Poor people,
Yeah.
might think twice. I only say poor people, but regular people might think twice and be like, well, I'll just go ahead and get the shot because I don't want to lose my job. When 2 weeks ago you was like, I'm never getting that shot. I'm never touching that shit. I don't give a fuck. But then when it comes to not getting paid, then you get scared. Bruh, you ain't alone in this.
That's it.
Don't fear not getting paid. Sometimes losing a job opens the door up. Number one, it opens up opportunity for you to be a go-getter and get shit yourself. And number two, it opens up things within you, creatively.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a motherfucker that don't want to be broke ain't gonna be broke.
Just like that.
You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that doesn't want to do something, like if you don't want to live a certain lifestyle, you'll do everything you can to make sure you don't live that lifestyle. And then there's the ones that just are content with.
Where the fuck they at?
Yeah,
Moving on.
we don't really. We can get into the Drink Champs interview.
Yeah. I want to.
We won't spend that much time on it because I know we running short on time.
Yeah. What you think?
I loved it.
I loved it too, though.
I loved it. I loved it.
I like the fact that he was saying names. He wasn't politically correct.
And he don't care.
He had a lot of great energy
Kanye.
during that interview.
I know he changed his name to Ye, but
Yeah.
for me to just to drive this emphasis, Kanye West is not crazy.
He's all over the place, but you got to really follow what he's saying.
But that's being all over the place. It just means he has a lot of things on his mind.
No, I agree.
Having a lot of things. His direction is all over the place, but he knows what the fuck he wants to do. He knows how he wants to do it, and he knows where he wants to be in life. That man ain't crazy.
No.
We say he's crazy because it looks crazy to us, but he knows exactly why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, he is. He said some dumb things, but I get what he's saying. Like the stuff that he said about the Democrats, what he said about John Legend, all those dudes. That joke was 100% spot on. 100% spot on.
Mm-hmm.
But what you gotta really get is I understood there was freedom in a lot of things that he was saying. Like there's a lot of things that a social construct that we're supposed to fit in this box.
Right.
And he's like, I'm not doing that. I'm doing what I want to do.
Right.
Like we are told that we have to go to college. We are told that we need to get a house.
Right.
What if you just don't get a house?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What if you, like you said, your house was in your backpack?
Right.
You just ain't got to pay this for, like I'm locked in 30 years to pay this amount of money until, I'm free.
Right. And he still said he has land.
Yeah, he's got land.
He's got compounds. Like,
yeah,
but
genius.
That point he was driving, he can go to any city and have somewhere to stay if he need to.
Yeah.
Like what I need a house for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It made a lot of sense. Like you said.
And like what he was talking about relationships, like building them relationships with people to where if I go somewhere, I know someone that will take care of me if You know what I'm saying? That shit he was talking about going to I forget the city he said, but
Lisbon.
the was it Lisbon?
Yeah.
And the CEO of fucking Balenciaga was like, yeah, here. Oh, you ain't got no drawers with you? We good. You good. You got Balenciaga underwear for the rest of the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn. All right,
You living.
bruh. To be able to go places and your money not be good anywhere, but you a billionaire.
Yeah. He comes off really innovative and unafraid and bold in a certain extent. Because a lot of times when you see these interviews and you see people talking as if somebody's like pulling their strings at the same time.
Right.
Like I don't want to say anything that's gonna make me lose any endorsements. I don't want to say anything that's gonna make me look bad.
He ain't
I don't want
worried
to say
about
anything
none
that's
of
gonna
that
make.
shit.
And it's like I don't care. And I mean, there's freedom in that. And like to me, looking at the interview, he seemed like I don't know if you've seen like some of those old black and white interviews, like dudes who had them shades on, who might be like a rock star smoking a cigarette.
Right.
And it's like that's what that interview kind of remind me of, like somebody who's just being their honest, vulnerable self all at the same time, like
Right.
on some genius shit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like if you was watching like an
And I
old,
like the fact that
mhm.
he did drink and smoke with them. Like he wasn't there just being that nigga was like when they started playing Quick Time with Slime,
Yeah,
he was like, y'all gonna do me this y'all trying to get me the celebrity, so I gotta take shots with this. No, I wanna take a real shot.
yeah. Well, and I mean, and see the thing, like, and I like Quick Time with Slime. I was surprised at the Talib common answer, but and I'm a
He
big,
feel the way he feel, man.
but I'm a big quality fan, and
He feel the way he
I like
feel.
what
I
he
didn't
said.
agree with his ass.
But no, quality is an excellent rapper.
There's no
But
there's no place on earth where Common is a better rapper than Talib Kweli. I'm sorry.
well, I mean, like I said, it's opinion, it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like both. You know, wouldn't
I
choose
like
between.
Common. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I mean, not choose between two. But the one thing that I thought was interesting is that
And it's funny.
even with
Hold on, wait. It's funny that he made that comment because Talib and Common are both on the same song on College Dropout. They on the same song. That doom doo doo doom doo
yeah,
doom doom doo doom doom.
that shit is hard.
Yeah, I was just listening. I don't remember the name of the song though. They
Yeah, I'm
both
talking
on
about a
that
lot.
song.
Bread King like
Talib got the
Simba.
best verse on the fucking.
It's hard.
I don't even like Common verse on that goddamn song,
I liked it. I liked it.
but I like the song. But yeah,
But
that's why I was like, "Are you serious?" But I get why he said it.
well, I get why he said it, but
A lot of
um,
his
but what I like about what he said was the fact that sometimes Talib Kweli puts his foot in his mouth too
yeah, he does.
on Twitter and like say with women and stuff like that. And it's like I'm not saying he tried to come off holier than thou, but it's like at some points you seem real contradictory,
Hmm.
you know, with your stance on your platform. And it's like, man, you're just not that. You're not as free as it seemed like you
Right.
can proclaim to be. Talking about telling dude to come back home. So
Right. He was
I
like, "Who are
like the
you to
fact that he
tell
said
me?"
what he said. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I understood that, but a lot of his answers were emotionally driven. Like it was how he felt about that person rather than skill.
yeah,
But now to get to the actual music, when he was like, they asked him about verses. The big thing one was that he said, yeah, he'll do it. The big thing two was him saying he'll watch Drake in a verses.
hmm
Three, him saying that he wouldn't battle Jay Z because, and then even for him to be worth more money than Jay Z and still considered and still view Jay Z as the boss, that was dope to me.
yeah. You know recognize people's
That's
position.
boss, that's big brother, that's all that you know.
Like it's the same thing. Like for instance, if I'm with somebody who's my age and they have the supervisor title, like I'm still gonna recognize them as a supervisor. I'm not gonna be like, nigga, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell me what to do. Like dog, you still recognize the fact he has a position. Now, Now, even though I need to get off my white people rant, but the funny thing is when white people see that they or whatever, somewhat linear to whoever, they be like, "You can't talk to me like that, Bill." But I don't know. That's just me just hating on white folks. Sorry. Yeah, but I enjoyed the interview. I felt it was refreshing. It was one of the better ones, and I like the fact that Nori didn't cut him off often. He just let him just go.
Right.
It made for great footage.
Right. Yeah, you gotta let Kanye talk. But let's get to this. Does Drake, excuse me, does Ye watch Drake in a versus?
No,
What? Oh man,
no.
why not?
Well, if you putting all these, like, they both have very respectable catalogs. So it's like, are you? They both got 7 to 10 albums full of great material.
Who wins that versus?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, if we were talking about all features or all this or all that, like, what are we talking about? Like, I mean, we want to say Kanye just got the better beats.
Kanye, when you have when you have somebody who has his hands in so much music that's not his own,
Okay, well, I mean, what you play the truth beat? He said, I like what he said about Just Blaze though, but
I'm,
I got
I'm,
it though.
we off of that.
Yeah, all right.
When you looking at Kanye, his own discography, and then the people who he's produced, his own the people on his own label, Drake himself. If I can pull from your catalog and play it on my verses, you shouldn't even be in conversation with
Well, I mean, but dog, but what you're saying is totally dismissive
me. Of
to
what?
it's totally dismissive to all the work Buddy's put in. Like, we can say all the stuff, but man, look,
You
the
can make
man
that
that
argument for Drake too, because Drake wrote for Kanye. But
but I'm saying, like, as far as catalog and like I said, songs, like, both got 7 to 10 albums or whatever projects, and it's like Drake got like legit records, like, you know what I'm saying, like Billboard number ones, more than Elvis and all that stuff. So you telling me that someone who's got that record versus the Beatles can't stand up to another artist who don't have that same type
the
of
Beatles
record?
got the record. The Beatles got the record. Who would win in a versus between the Beatles and Michael Jackson? The Beatles have the record. Who would win in that versus?
So I mean, that's based off of
Who would
what?
win in that versus? Answer the question.
No,
Just answer the question. Your opinion. Who would win in that versus? The Beatles versus Michael
I would be
Jackson.
biased to say Michael Jackson because I'm black. I'm going with the black man.
You be biased, right?
Yeah.
Versus is bias.
Okay, but it's
Versus is bias.
so okay. Look.
Because again, if we gonna go, no, listen, if we gonna go there and say it's based on hits, then there's no fucking way in the world Dipset lost the verses against the Locks.
Nigga, stop talking about that one.
No, because I'm telling you, this is why I love verses, because niggas contradict themselves on it all the time.
So look, listen,
The
man.
Beatles had the record for number one hits at the time. Who would have won a versus between Michael Jackson and the Beatles? Whether your answer is biased or not, who would win?
Well, I
Just
mean,
answer.
well, I'll say, well, you have,
Just answer.
well, Michael Jackson.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Most people, especially hip hop heads that's watching that versus, are going to say Kanye is going to win because the niggas that fuck with, the niggas that listen to music, all them hits Drake got, most of them are sing-songy women records that
All
we
right.
don't fuck with.
So look.
So
No. So what you're talking about? No.
Who's winning that
Look,
versus?
you're talking about how the song actually performs itself. So if it's some hype, good shit that sounds good with a bunch of people in the room, of course you're gonna say that shit sounds better than Marvin's Room.
Yes.
Well, isn't that what you said? Then that's what I'm
Kanye
saying.
washes Drake in the verses.
All right, so All right, okay.
Oh, watch.
If
I'm
that,
pulling from Jay-Z.
if
I'm pulling from Beanie
but
Siegel.
look,
I'm pulling from Pusha T.
if that's what
I'm
it's
pulling
based
from
on,
Drake.
you can do it. Well, if that's what it's based on, then that's what it's based on.
I'm pulling from my own motherfucking number ones. I'm pulling from one of the greatest albums that was ever made, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fucking Fantasy.
Okay,
Kanye is
five
going to
mics,
smash Drake in
5 mics.
any verses.
Well, I'm not saying.
It's not even gonna be a competition.
Well, I'm not saying, but I'm saying, well, if that's what we're saying, then,
Drake can play all the little lovey-dovey songs he want.
but look, but that if that's the metric for what it's gonna be, then that's what you got to say it is. If we're gonna say that, because that's how come you have to say that the songs that Dipset played were the wrong songs. You can't play that against a Wild Out or Breathe Easy
I
or
know
Fuck
that.
You.
I
So
know
so
that.
so that's what I'm saying. So
But
it
the
depends on what we're
reason
talking about.
the reason why I brought up Dipset is because that's, again, I told y'all what the Locks was gonna do. The Locks was gonna play a bunch of mixtape shit, and Jada's gonna rap his ass the whole goddamn verses, and he did.
It was
He
excellent.
did. And public opinion is that the
The
Locks
Locks
won. I don't argue with public opinion. If yo, the public believes you won, I still think I enjoyed Dipset set better, the songs better. When you just song for song, I don't give a damn about the rap and the shit. The song, I don't care about the performance. I'm talking about the song.
Right.
That's how I judge verses. I don't give a damn about your performance
Now, how you now look? Now,
because
how you gonna say
I'm a
that and then
purist.
just say the other one on the other side?
I'm a purist. I'm a purist. When verses started, who was performing songs?
All right, okay.
Them niggas
Granted.
wasn't performing their
No,
songs.
they weren't. So okay,
We
now,
was doing song for song.
So look, all right. So you got DMX versus Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, great careers.
DMX versus Snoop didn't start that.
No, it didn't start that. But if you want to sit here, everyone said that public opinion said DMX won.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, Snoop has a zillion hit records.
Mm-hmm.
The hyper song or the song that gets people up is this they like party what it was party like I said, get at me, dog. The more hyper songs win. So it's like it is on performance. My 20 hits, my hype 20 hits versus that's like I'm really when we was talking about it the previous
when I
week.
say
You can't go
performance,
against Busta Rhymes
when
like
I
that.
say performance, I mean the physical act of performing your song. I don't mean how the song performs.
It's both.
No, because nigga, before that, when Jada and Fab did their first one,
Okay.
Jada didn't rap his songs.
He didn't.
Fab did.
He played
And
it.
Fab lost.
How many hype records did
Jada was just drunk and funny, but he played all his goddamn freestyles and he played the hype gangster goddamn shit that the gangsters love.
Nigga, Fab has breathed. Fab got bars, but Fab has breathed.
But what's public opinion on who won that battle?
Jada.
Thank you.
Based on what? Hyper music.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying, because I keep saying the word performance, and you keep bringing up other stuff. But when I'm talking about performance, I mean the physical act of a nigga performing his song. When Jada and Fab battled, it was Fab that was doing the performance, and he lost.
Okay.
Jada wasn't Jada during the Fab battle ain't the same Jada y'all saw at the Dipset battle.
No.
Jada was cool in it. He was drunk. He was funny, and he was just playing his songs. Fab was rapping and doing all that shit, and he lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. That's why I say I don't give a damn about the person sitting in the room, jumping across stage, performing a song. I'm listening to the songs.
All right.
As far as who wins this battle. That's why I picked Dipset. Because it's the songs for me.
All right, it's still subjective, nigga. That's who you like.
Yeah.
That don't mean it's just like
that's why
my
I said.
opinion
That's
is
why
subjective.
I asked you. That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you the Beatles question. That's why I asked you the Beatles question, because you said Drake broke the Beatles record, and I said cool. The Beatles had the record. who would win that versus between the Beatles and Michael Jackson? You already said Michael Jackson. I don't know why you thinking about it.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson wins that battle. Prince wins that battle. With the Beatles?
And why is that?
Listen to Prince
Why
song.
is that, Veezy? Why is that?
Doves Cry. If you play Doves Cry and Yellow Submarine, who wins?
So you don't think...
If you play Doves Cry and Yellow Submarine, who wins? We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine.
So, okay.
That's a #1 hit,
all
nigga.
right, okay, understand. So you don't think we just a little bit biased? We not biased with just picking the black man versus the white man group?
No.
We not a little bit biased?
No. It's white people that would say Michael Jackson and Prince beat the Beatles. Again, we all live in a yellow submarine. It's just a thriller. It's how you play the song, and it's the song versus the song. It's the song versus the song. And granted, all the Beatles ain't here. Michael Jackson and Prince ain't here. You know, John McCartney's still walking around, but Paul McCartney. I don't know these niggas' names. We won't see that versus.
Right.
You could only play it out in your mind. Go get a bunch of Beatles songs. Go get your favorite 20 Michael Jackson songs. We about to get out of here in a minute. Get your favorite songs. Put them together, and decide for yourself. But when we talking about Kanye and Drake can have all the records he wants. When you talking about 20 songs, you got to put 20 songs up against 20 of Kanye's best. And Kanye, and let's be mindful, Kanye has done this before.
Let me say
before there was ever a versus, Kanye has done this before.
It's fine. But I'll be definitely interested
against
in
who?
Playlist.
Against Just Blaze. Was it against Just Blaze or was it against Swiss? Either one. And he won.
It would be interesting to just see
if I can win a producer battle, I can beat a rapper. Easy. If I can win a producer battle, I can beat a rapper easy. Because the producer's going to play nothing but #1s, nothing but hits. Hits. Club records, shit that's going to get the club moving.
Well, we'll see. Like I said,
I don't think we'll see it because I don't know if Drake will do it.
No. I doubt that. Them two in the same place.
Ye ready.
But at the same point,
that's why
I'll be interested in this playlist.
I fuck with Ye because Ye is more for the culture than people give him credit for. This nigga love rap culture so much that he did his interview with Nori. He could have went to the Breakfast Club. He could I doubt he would have went to the Breakfast Club because Envy's a bitch. But he could have went to Breakfast Club. He could have went to what's the white boy that do all the interviews? Not Vlad.
The No Jumper dude.
Him. He could have went anywhere. He went to Drink Champs and gave them 2.5 solid hours.
Yeah, he did. Not bad.
Let's breeze over. Let's just breeze over because we was already talking about Drake. Drake said he got 6 classic albums. You agree? 6.
Not 6. Maybe 2.
I say 1, but okay. I knew you. I knew, and see. I knew you was. I knew that's how you thought. It ain't gonna say Drake. And then the last thing, dog. Did you see that video where the angry Lil Nas X fan confronted Boosie?
I did.
If Boosie's son wasn't there,
all I know is, somebody gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk on that.
Y'all
man
better
with his
leave
family.
these people alone in public.
Yeah, because it's you.
I know you. No, you don't, motherfucker.
For the fact that you feel that comfortable approaching a man with his child on your fruity shit.
Lil Nas X is my niece. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Whatever he would have did to you, whatever Lil Boosie did to you at that particular time, he would have been justified.
And then he'd have been justified, but he'd have been crucified for it as well.
Yeah, at the same time.
Leave these people alone.
That's it.
All right. Black owned business feature. And this is awesome. There's a Black Wall Street market that opened in Stonecrest, Georgia. Um, they got all it's if you ever been to uh Atlanta, the underground, you been to the underground in Atlanta?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but not. It's a whole bunch of black vendors. I read up on it. I think it's dope. I think if anybody's out in Georgia and you get a chance, it's the Black Wall Street Market. If I don't have the if they have socials or anything, I don't have that information. I'll go find it, but I did want to feature that because I thought it was dope that people are starting to open up these markets where you can go and visit black owned businesses. Black owned businesses can set up shop and have a space where they can sell their products in person in a storefront rather than just online all the time. Like I'm one of the people that we got to get out of this online shit. Just everything online. I like storefronts. I like going to see people. I like talking to people, talking to them about their product. I like to be sold on the product. That's why I go to Melanin Market all the time when they pop up. So it's dope. If you in Stonecrest, Georgia, if you in Atlanta, check them out. Look up. Let's just say look up Black Wall Street Market in Stonecrest, Georgia on Google, and then I'll find the information and try to put it on when we post it on YouTube and the Anchor app. All right, so we up out of here. Let me get your last words.
People got to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? If you out there doing something that you know is going to raise some red flags, as far as just being blatantly disrespectful. Like I said, the K costume. It's like, hey, we really need to we need to fix that. We need to rectify that. So as far as holding people accountable, and also uh, we need to just support ourselves and love ourselves. That's really it, man. I mean, like I said, Black King shit. Loving my people, any kind of messages that show black love, black productivity. Like, hey, we with that.
Back. All right, y'all. Turn the radio off. Turn the app off. Turn whatever off. And let's go attack the day with the confidence of Jadakiss. Living love like it's your last. Living love like it's all you have. Like we always do at this time. This has been the Fuck That Shit Dog podcast.
We out.